Oh, my friends. Got this in my change recently. It's a 1975 copper cent that has practically been destroyed, but it's still a piece of copper. All right, let's talk about a couple cool serial numbers. That one is one off from being a binary. But that's not the only thing I have. I got this $5 bill, which goes 050505. Kind of cool, but it's worn out, and it's not enough. If it'd been all 05 across the board, then it would have been a binary and a repeater, but it's not enough to make it collectible. Now, last weekend, which I thought this was kind of neat. Last weekend, I got 9 of the Federal Reserve Bank notes in my ones. I didn't go by the bank or anything crazy. So we have Boston, we have Philadelphia, which is C, Cleveland, which is D. Don't see them around here too often, or the Philadelphias. E is Richmond. F is Atlanta. We'll see them often. G is Chicago. See them all the time. H is St. Louis. J is Kansas City. And L is San Francisco. So I only need the B note, the I note, and the K note. Well, just so happens this weekend I landed the B note. Well, enter in what country it is, and I'll tell you if I've heard of it, because I do study maps time to time. There's quite a few, but yeah, I got 9 of them in one weekend. All I need is 2 more, and I'll have 1 from each one. That's a little bit of a contest. All right. So today, I go by my coin dealer, and I said last week I needed one of these. It's $1.02. He gave it to me for absolutely nothing. I also got $2 worth of cents to look and see if I can find a 20, 25 cent, because it might be the last year they make them, and they might not make very many. All right, 2 coins I got today. This. It's kind of like a half moon crescent, not crescent, but half moon toning. Nothing on the back. It's kind of neat. 3 1/4 is a little over melt, but it is also, the coin that is not totally worn out. Again, you should smash your staples if they're not flat already. It's 45S, pretty common. Now, the other one I got today was not that common. It's a Seated Liberty half, 1874 with arrows. Now, it's got some stuff on it that someone cleaned it. But this, it's got the full Liberty, although getting it to show on the video might be tough. There we go. Now it's kind of showing. It's good details. And the reverse isn't too bad either. Most of the details are legible and you can see them quite well. It has been cleaned. It's a little bit better date for these, and coin dealer says if it hadn't been cleaned, had other issues, he probably would have asked 100. But he only asked 45 because of the issues. So we flatten these staples down. But yeah, it's been cleaned, and it also has a little bit of rim damage right there. I don't 1912 coins. I probably have a few around here somewhere, but none handy. They might be off in the vault somewhere. All right, so the next thing, I want to go ahead. I had 5 of these ready to be put in a tube. And I also, by my other coin dealer, he still got a few of these with a hole in them, like this one. And the other one I got, which that one is barely anywhere. It would probably improve them. Congress not got a very good reputation. All right, had this 21 had a mint mark, be right near where that drill hole is. I don't think it has one. Might be a Philadelphia, but this one, the drill hole is much smaller, and it does have a mint mark, which is, it's a Denver. So these 2 and these 5 are going in the tube. I bought all these at melt. So he's still got, some of these are peace dollars and more. There's a Morgan in it too. But if you can buy more these dollar coins at melt, then even with a hole in them, I don't think it's a bad deal. That's what I'm trying to do with these tubes. Keep everything right around melt. This one was probably $1 over, but it does not have a hole. It's a 1923. Might have been $1.50 over, not much. So it's going to go in the tube too, just because it's close enough. And just like that, I have $8 in my tube that I just got. I only need 12, but these things actually hold 2 or 3 more. It's designed to be a roll for 20, but I can put a few more in there and it won't hurt nothing. Now, about the cents, what I'm looking for is a 2025, any copper cents. Well, this one looks like they're fairly new, uncirculated pretty much. This other one, well, that's a memorial, so it's older, and that's a memorial. This might have a wheat cent in it if I'm lucky, or, several, copper ones, because copper in these is worth about 2.5 to 2.6 something cents per penny. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, search this one, and then save this one for next live. And all I need to do is get me a box like that to start putting them in as I look at them. Won't take too long to do this. All right. I'm hoping these are all 2025s, and it turns out that 2025, they make a real low number of them. And that would make a roll full of them possibly worth something, or individual coins. So I use the screwdriver to start it. Keep tearing until I get enough open I can start, getting the coins out. Hopefully without doing much damage. Right off the bat, I can tell there's a few older ones in there that haven't seen much, or have seen circulation. Turns out the newer one on this is a 2022. 74, that's copper. 67, that's copper. 2015, nothing. 79. 2004, 1981. So right off I found 4 coppers in the first few. They're keepers to be put in a coffee jar, because I have a couple coffee jars where I can just use the bigger one. 1981, that's also copper. So we take that. 74, that's a newer one. 85, 2014, 2007, 2011. So there's 2 more coppers, and I've only went through about 15 in the row. Next grab, 2022, 82. It could be copper. I'd have to weigh it, but I know for sure 75 is copper. 2015, these 2 look like they might be copper. 74, 1981, 2022, 2021. So there's 3 more coppers. I don't mind if I don't get a wheat cent or anything like that, if I get several copper ones, because I feel like I'm coming out slightly ahead. 84, 2007s. What is it? 1990, and then 2019. Well, I'm almost done. Probably got about 20 coins left to go. And right off, I feel like I got a few more coppers coming out of this. These 2 won't be. 21, 2012. That's 84. Well, this one's copper, though. It's got kind of a dark toning to it. 64. And like I said, the copper in these is worth, it's 96% copper or something like that. Pretty close. And it's worth 2.6 something cents per coin. 2021, 75, 98, 72. Oh, my first foreign one. 74 Canada, which I think this is copper as well, but it's not really what I'm looking for, but I'll throw it and keep it for a different collection. Those 2 aren't. So 2 more coppers. And about 10 pennies or so left to go. Maybe 12. That looks like it could be older. 78, and it's not. That one's actually not worn a whole lot. Looks like it still has mint luster and stuff, so it's kind of a nice. Too bad they're so common. They made millions of them, but no matter what, it's still copper. That's 85, 2020, 2022, 2022, 1976, 85, 21, 2015, last few, 2000, 83. All right. 76D with a little wear and tear on it. Kind of similar to this one I started the video with, which is also copper, but it's highly damaged. You can see 75 on it. Pretty much the rest of it's torn up. So in summary, count how many copper cents I got out of that roll. And I have 1 more row. So it was 14 copper out of a whole roll of 50. and 174 Canadian, which might be copper as well. I don't remember what year they changed these from all copper. Doesn't look too worn, so it didn't stay in circulation too long, I don't think. But that's pretty much what I have for the cents. So in summary, I have $8 in the tube already. And I know I can get, I think it's about 8 more from this coin dealer who had a whole bunch of them. Well, he's a jeweler. He does business in jewelry as well. But he's been selling me these peace dollars and Morgan dollars for by weight under melt. And what I mean by weight, it means this one with the bigger hole, he gave me a little bit more off of his stated price. And silver has went up quite a bit since bought the first ones of these that he had, because he had, I think it was 13 total. And in my opinion, if you can buy a Morgan dollar like this or peace dollar like this, these two, and you can get them at melt, it's worth buying. Because, or under melt, I mean, and I did by a little bit. And I do the full math on that when I say this is under melt. I take the weight of the coin and figure out how much per gram 90% silver coins are worth, and then I multiply how many grams each one of these weighs, or if I buy 2 at a time, how much 2 of them weigh. Let's say like this was down about a gram. This one's barely down. That one might be down half a gram. So say it's 1 gram less than what 2 of these would be without any damage and without wear. And let's see, it's 26.7 times 2, 53.4 grams, if I'm doing my math right. And then say it's 52.9 grams for these 2 coins. You then take whatever they were worth at the time of buying them and multiply the number of grams in the 2 coins by how many or how much per gram it is. And it would look something like this. Let me get my calculator real quick. Let's say 90% silver is worth 0.93 cents, 93 cents per gram. And you have 51 grams times 51. $47. Well, if the dealer let you have them for 47 even, then you're a little under melt. And actually, I think for those two, it was 51, or not 51, but 52 grams, roughly. Not 82, 52 times 0.93 was 48.36. If I was able to buy those for $48, then I'm a few pennies under melt. And that's also how I usually calculate other U.S. coins like half dollars and quarters and dimes. If he had them, since he found all these Morgan dollars, he hasn't looked for or hasn't found any 90% U.S. quarters and dimes and half dollars yet. But you do the math, and if it's under melt, you can buy it, because you can't buy these coal or worse than coal online that under melt. They won't sell them that cheap. Looking at AppMex, they do have a thing that says worse than coal, and what they mean is the coin is worn pretty bad, bent, damaged, has a hole. You don't know, because they don't let you pick, they just send it to you. And sometimes they don't have any, and sometimes they do. But when you can get this under melt, I say buy it. It is worth buying And I would definitely buy one of these under melt over buying half dollars and quarters at melt, because it's one bigger coin, and the whole roll, once you fill it, which this will probably hold at least $23, maybe $24, depending on how worn they are, without the top being, screwed all the way down. And I can prove that because previously was filling a different tube. And in this, it's all the way to the top. That is a modern US proof coin that someone pocket carried. Everything else in this is Morgan dollars or peace dollars. And I've never, before this one, seen one of these that got pocket carried. It's kind of strange to me. But aside from that, some of these are damaged. You can see rim damage. They're worn slicks. Some of them have holes in them. But, I mean, that's what I got in this. And it was 5, 10. That makes 15, 20, and then 3 more of these. Plus that one makes 24 in this tube. So if you want to try to count while I'm holding them here, you can. I've been putting this one on top because I want to keep it where I can find it quickly. Because the rest of these, believe me, there's no real collector value in a peace dollar or Morgan dollar that A, is worn as slick as that one on the rim, or damaged like that one. See all them little nicks? Or this one, which has severe nick in it on both sides of that dollar. Those are worse than coal. But like and one of these is bent. You can kind of see it a little. It's not bent a lot, but that is how I judge buying these. If I can buy them at melt or below, by their actual weight, not by what the coin melt chart things say. I want it to be, oh, by the way, that one was 24 when I bought it, which at the time I bought it, I think a melt on these was right at 24. It may have been a few cents over or a few cents under 24 for a 90% silver coin. But yeah, a lot of people like to fill these tubes, and my coin dealer gave me this tube for nothing, and that's who I bought the spotty peace dollar from. I've been buying from him for many years. That's actually where I got that. Where did that thing go? It's in this pile somewhere. It's where I got these coins, both of these coins, from the 1945S and the 1874 with arrows seated half. It's where I got them. I got this a few weeks ago, and it's pretty messed up with the spots on it. But you still can see on this one some mint luster, if I can get the light to hit it. The mint luster is the cartwheel effect, as they call it on these. It's broken up in a few areas, but you can kind of see it cartwheeling around there. So it's really not in it's pretty good details. It's probably an extra fine by details, but it's ugly, and ugly matters in these. I mean, and aside from that, 1923, they made millions of them. That's Philadelphia mint. But that's what I've got going on this. Filling up tubes with Morgan dollars and peace dollars. But that's pretty much my show for tonight. I hope everyone has a good night, and I will see you next time. And have a blessed day.